Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 3, Episode 255. And just got up, got ready to go, and I am going to work right now. A little bit tired, but then even last night I was a little tired, a little exhausted, and haven't had a chance to catch up. But one of these days we will catch up on sleep. But everything is good. This morning it's still raining from last night, 52 degrees outside, and last night was okay. Can't really complain. Made whatever 1100 or whatever, so we're definitely on track for what we need to make for a day, and had interesting conversations with my friend. And I don't know what he's doing right now. He's probably still at that casino messing around losing money. But, we're in good shape here. We have a long week ahead of us. I'm on call this week, and I've already seen like 10 incidents going at the office. And so it's going to be a busy one. We've got a lot of catching up to do, a lot of files to upload to proper folders for different meetings and for audits that are being done. So I'll get on that right away, and we'll see how things go. So the goal is to sneak out during lunchtime and get a little bit of slot play in, and then head back to the office. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out because it is a very busy day. It's like 5 or 6 meetings today. Worst case, I can go after work. So that's what's happening right now. I'm going to go ahead and head off to work, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. So, little problem here. I'm leaving the office right now. I was going to head off to the casino, try to make a little bit of money, but I was checking on an order that I placed through Costco. It was a $5,000 order, and I noticed that they charged me a non-member fee because my account had just expired. Now, I've been with them for 15 or more, maybe 20 or more years. So I'm hoping I can get this fixed because this, what I purchased is non-refundable. It's one of the few things that you can't return at Costco. And if I'm stuck with it, that's like a $270 fee that I'll be stuck with. So hopefully we can get this sorted out. I'm heading over to my nearest Costco location. It's about, 15 minutes from the office. So I will go do that, and hopefully we can get this thing figured out. It doesn't look like it's been shipped, so worst case, I can cancel the order maybe, but I'll actually lose money because this is something that I've already sold, and that will make me look really bad if I delay shipment. So I only have so much time to do this, so hopefully this will work out. I hate to lose the sale, but I may have to. So hopefully, my experience is Costco is good, and but I've never purchased anything that's non-refundable. So we'll find out. I'll let you know, and then we'll continue on to the casino if we still have time. All right, guys. As I am continuing my drive to the casino, I just finished up with Costco on the phone, and I guess my membership must have expired in between the time that I placed it expired, then I placed the order, and then I noticed that it had expired today. I went in and I fixed it. I paid for the membership, and then I called them and they said, well, do you have a membership now? And I said, yeah. And they looked it up and they said, yeah, I see that you've had the membership for like 17 years. And I don't know why it charged you, but we can't refund the money until the order ships because your credit card is not charged until the order ships. Once it does, call us back and we'll refund $267. So I recorded that, but for some reason the recording only picked up my voice and not hers, but I think we should be okay. She said you could use the order number or the confirmation number, and the confirmation number was lost in the recording since her voice wasn't picked up for some reason. So I'll test that again later on and find out what's going on. I've never had an issue with that before. Anyway, right now, continuing on to the casino. I'm going to have about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes in here. I'm going to jump in there, run through everything real quick, and then I'm going to go order some food and then come back and do another quick run through while the food's being made and get out of there. So that's what's happening right now, and I'll be back to update you, let you know how things went. Okay guys, I am back. Just leaving this casino. All good. I walk in, I'm looking around. I only find 2 machines to play. Both of them play pretty well. I mean, they're both like, I can't even recall. Oh, the first one was $2 a spin. The second one was about a $1 a spin machine. I played those through. I ended ahead 107. Went and got some lunch, which is, of course, the chicken strips. The only thing not dripping in grease. And no fries, of course. A little barbecue sauce on the side. And she said, "Are you sure you don't want fries?" I said, "Well, usually they add a few more chicken strips if I don't get the fries." And she's like, "I can do that." And she gave me about 10 of these things. I mean, I'll probably take some of this stuff home. And so I got that, sat down, I ate as much as I could of that, and then I asked for more barbecue sauce, new containers so I could take it home. And all that is good. And then on my way out, I had already cashed out my voucher. I was ahead 107. Cashed out my voucher. On the way out, I said, you know what? I just want to check this machine. It's the only one I couldn't check earlier. There was a guy on it. I go to that machine. It's $5 a spin. And it looks good. So I sit down. I start playing. And I end up putting in 200 in this machine. And I ended up having a decent hit and ended up walking away from that machine ahead $485, which put me ahead $592 for the session. All right. That doesn't sound right to me. 595. How would that be? 107. Yeah, it'd be 592. So plus 592 for the session. And how can you beat that? That's like a day and a half salary after taxes. So that was all excellent. And while we were out, we got the Costco thing figured out, which is $270 back that we're not going to lose. So everything is good. I didn't get a drink, but when I get back to work, I'll grab another drink. I've got meetings all over the place this afternoon, including one with my team. So I'm going to have about an hour before that meeting when I get back to the office. So I'm going to focus on getting as much work done as possible so that I can knock that stuff out and I can have more things to say that I did for the week. And then we'll do the team meeting, and then I'll do a little bit more work. And then I have an individual meeting with someone on my team so that he's going to show me a shortcut way of doing these change tickets through ServiceNow, because I've got about 20 of them I need to put in. And once he does that, I'll be done for the day. I will take off and hopefully, if everything is good, come back to the casino and try to hit for a little bit more, squeeze a little bit more out of it, and then we'll head home. So that's what's going on right now, plus 592 and going back to the office. All right, guys, I'm back. Just leaving the office, 3:30 in the afternoon, heading out to the casino. And goal's just going to be just quick run through, hopefully make $100-150, whatever, and get in and out of there relatively quickly. Had a meeting with our team. That went well. Everything is good there. Like I said, I'm on call, so I've got all kinds of emails and stuff coming into that queue, and I'll be taking care of a lot of that stuff tonight. Pretty much caught up anyway, so I'll take care of the rest of that tonight. And then there's a bunch of logging that we do. I'll get that done tonight as well. Right now, everything seems to be good. My manager had to leave, and my director is in a meeting for the next hour, so what am I doing? I gotta go, right? So we're going to try to make some money while these guys are messing around over here. and I'll come back and update you, let you know how things are going. All right, good morning, guys. It is, it is Tuesday morning, and I am on my way to the office. Got some decent sleep last night, feeling a little bit better. Just been pretty run down the last few weeks, but no time for that right now. Got to get in the office, get some work done, and as you know, I'm only in there a couple days a week, so I've got to advance my agenda, get my work done, get everything done. While everyone else is working 5 days a week, I'm working less than half that, and I have to get all my stuff done in time, so that way I can get out and do what we really want to do, which is make money gambling and beating the casinos. So right now, on my way in, 45 degrees outside, raining outside, and just ready to go. I did some AP stuff this morning already, and we'll continue to be doing research while I'm driving into the office, and then hopefully get out for lunch and make some money. Oh, you know what? Actually, we got someone retiring in the office, and there's two parties. One is a retirement party, and one is something else too. So I'll kind of be stuck part of that time anyway. So we'll see. Hopefully, I can still get out for at least one session this afternoon and one session after work, and make some cash. So that's where we are right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, it is 11 o'clock. I'm leaving the office. We have a retirement luncheon for someone at the office at 11:30 to 1. Unfortunately, I can't be there. I got stuff to do, so we have to go make some money. So, and then they were having some kind of party, going away party for the same person, so I will make that. I'll be back at the office by then. Just won't make the food portion, which is fine. I can buy my own food. So right now leaving the office, and it is raining a lot, raining hard. If this was right now 46 degrees, if it was 30 degrees, we're talking probably feet of snow falling right now. So I guess I should be happy that it's rain, but then again, snow's a little easier to deal with, but whatever. Anyway, if it's snowing, at least they'll be cleaning it up as it comes down. It's a little fluffier, a little easier to get around sometimes, but what are you going to do? We are going to the casino. This will be our first visit of the day, hoping to get at least one more session in tonight at the end of the day. I have been doing some other Advantage Play stuff on the side that I haven't really talked about, and I picked up another 300 or 350 the last 2 days from doing that, and later on we can talk about that stuff, but right now it's something I can't discuss on the podcast. So just what I can say is always look for opportunities out there. There's a million things you can do. It's just there's not enough time in the day. If you can't find one opportunity to buy and sell something or anything like that, then I think you have a problem. I remember even 20 years ago, more than that, 25 years ago, when I started working in eBay stuff, I would buy and sell stuff. I would see that there was an auction that sold for $100 and another one that someone's asking $20 for the same thing and it's not selling. And I would notice a difference in the way that the auction was set up, and I would copy the auction that was successful, and I would set up a new auction, and I would sell that item, and then I would order it from the cheaper seller and sell it. So people would like my auction more because it was prettier, better pictures, easier to read, whatever. But I was actually selling the same object that someone else was selling for half the price or less. And as soon as it came in, I relabeled it and sent it out to the new buyer, and I made money that way. And I'm talking about, I was very young at that time. I didn't have a lot of money. I did it with no money out of my pocket because, I would get paid and then I would buy it. So I would just put in there like 5 days for shipping, and they would say like 2 days for shipping. I would get it in immediately and send it out right away. There's opportunities everywhere to make money. You just have to open your eyes. And whenever you see something, you see an offer somewhere, say, hey, this is a really good deal. What can I do with this? Oh, right now, this laptop is on sale for $800. Usually it's $1,400. Who would buy this from me? How can I sell it quickly? Is there a place out there where there's a lot of demand for this and they would buy it right away? And you can make money that way. You don't even have to leave your house. So anyway, all right. I'm going to continue my trip here, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. That was interesting. I don't know why, but for some reason today, my spirits were really lifted. This lady that's going to be retiring today, I was actually kind of in a bad mood last night because I made a mistake. It's not a big deal, just an email, and I felt kind of down about it. And this morning I was still kind of upset with myself. It was the person didn't even know I made a mistake in the email, but I like things to be correct and perfect and everything like that. Anyway, the person who's retiring now, she came over to my desk and gave me some praise for some good work that I did, and she mentioned that she told the director how good a job I was doing and all that. So that kind of cheered me up. And then when I was in here, I was just in a good mood the whole time. I don't know why. But I go in and start looking around. I see a couple machines were marked, and I'm like, yeah, there's still a possibility something is here, because the guy who usually does that is usually here like a couple hours ago. And so I'm walking around looking, and I see a play right away on a machine at two different levels, like a $1 and a $2 level. And I'm like amazed that this play is there. So I play it through, and I end up ahead $71 because I had put in $40, and my cash out voucher was $111.11. So I was ahead $71 there. I move on, and I go to the high limit area, and I see the guy that went with me Sunday. He was at this casino, and he's playing, and he's about to hit, and then he hits it, and I leave. I walk around. I find a couple other machines, play those through, did okay on those, and overall ended up ahead $203. So I was happy, and I was taking one last lap around, and I see this guy playing on this machine, and he's leaned back in his chair, and I knew him right away, and it was an AP that I think we had met somewhere. I don't think we traveled together, but I think we just met somewhere and talked a few times. And real nice guy, and he does stuff that I don't do, and I commend him for it because he works hard. He invests, and then he makes the money. So, and I'm impressed with his hard work. And he actually, the area where he lives is not a very there isn't a lot of money there. There's a lot of drug money there, I believe, but other than that, it's a pretty tough place. Anyway, talked to him for a while, and we talked about some new stuff that came out. And then while we were talking, I saw this other guy, and he's like, I'm like, how you doing, man? You won that one machine when we were talking. He's like, man. I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to be hearing this again. And he's at the ATM, and he's got like $2,000 in cash that he just got out of the ATM. And he goes over to this machine in the high limit area, and he was playing like $15 a spin, and he raises his bet to $37.50 a spin. I'm like, you're crazy. And it's not an advantage, at all. So it's not something that you can beat without luck. It has to be luck. So he starts spinning it, complaining, and he hits for $500. But he's on nickels, so it's $2,500. And I'm trying to explain to him, and he's like, no, man, I already lost $1,000. I'm like, it's $2,500, not $500. You can't even do the math. You don't understand that you made money. So he ended up with like $3,300 on that play. Not a play, but on that spin. And so then he's getting paid and stuff like that. And then he realizes that he won $3,000. He still thought it was pennies denomination, I guess, instead of nickels. So he got lucky, which is good. Glad he got his money back. But do you think he's going to leave? I'll give you any odds you want. He is not leaving. He's going to be there until every penny of that money is gone today. He will not leave with anything today. So anyway, talk to everybody. Then the people who clean the machines, that wipe the machines down and stuff, 2 older ladies, they came by and I talked to them, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get back to the office, and there's a retirement thing going on, and one of the cleaners is like, oh yeah, where do you work? And I told her, and she's like, that's where my husband used to work. I'm like, well, he probably knows this lady because she's been there over 40 years, so I'm sure they know each other. And left it at that. And actually, I kind of left in a good mood today, so which is good. So plus $203, and we're heading back to the office. I'm actually going to make it back to the office for the tail end of the food portion. And if there is no food left, then I'll just go to the cafeteria and get something. I don't know. It's subsidized too, so the company spends about $500,000 on subsidies for the cafeteria. So the food's okay. It's not great. It's all right. Anyway, right now we are heading back to the office, and then hopefully we'll get at least one more shot at this place today and make a couple $100 more. That would be nice. That's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. Just left the office, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Another one of these parties going on. Still have another hour before the party's over. So I left my computer behind my desk where it couldn't be seen and walked out the front door like it was nothing. And I'll be in early in the morning, and I'll be taking care of business at that time. But right now, I am heading back to the casino. The rain continues, the bad weather continues, 48 degrees outside, and it appears like maybe I need a wheel hub replaced, and that's what all this noise is, getting louder and louder, and I guess it's dangerous. I don't know much about it, so I don't know what I want to do here. The person who'd be fixing this for me is not feeling well right now, so it might be a day or two that they'd have the car. I could rent a car, I could borrow a car, or I could just drive it. I don't know how serious this really is, but I definitely have a lot of miles to drive tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. So anyway, we'll figure that out later on. For now, we're heading back to the casino and try to make some more money, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. So I go in here and I found like one play. I played that and won a couple dollars, and then found another one on my way out. Played that and lost about $10 or $12. So I'm like down $10 at that point, and I'm ready to leave. There's nothing else. I talked to a guy and his wife who kind of do this on a semi-pro basis, you could say. Let me just put it this way: they're damn lucky, but they spend a lot of money. So I don't know how much they're ahead. They act like they're way ahead, but they have won some gigantic jackpots they had no business winning. So anyway, on my way out, I see a machine, and I'm thinking it's not really there, but there's more than one jackpot. And when the lowest one hits, the other one is going to be in range. So is it really worth it for me to play it? So I decide I'm going to do it. I sit down, and this guy comes back around, and he's like, did I miss something? And actually, the area that he came from, I didn't think had anything, but I might check it next time because it may have something now. I don't know. Anyway, so I said, no, you didn't miss anything, but I figure this and this, and he's like, yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of iffy. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I need the points too. I'm running out of time, and I'm still kind of far away from where I need to be. So it wouldn't be a bad thing for me to come back tonight and spend the night looking for plays, because I have a multiplier tonight, and it might make sense. But I didn't see anything else for now, and now he's there, his wife is there, and other people will be showing up soon. So who knows? I'll think about it. I probably won't do it, but I'll think about it. So I play it, and the lower jackpot hits. When it hits, I'm down quite a bit, actually. Let me see. I took some pictures along the way because there was so much going on. To 640. I was down like 360 at that point. Continued on, had a couple of decent hits, line hits like 150, 140, stuff like that. And then finally I hit the one I was going for, and it ended up paying $553.75. And with that, it put me down $10 for the day. I actually lost 50 cents on this play. It was about $4 a spin. I play it all the way through. Now, I did get 500 points, which are going to end up translating into almost 600 points, and translate into about 3,000 points, which helps me in the long run, but it didn't at the moment. And so I'm just taking one more quick lap around, and I see this guy's wife, and I go talk to her, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I know this is not a play, but I do this sometimes. I'm like, okay, it's close, but it's a big difference between this and this. So she was telling me how she was down like $70 on this machine, and so I'm leaving. And as I'm leaving, someone had just checked the machine, and they left it up on the screen. And at the $3 level, there was a play. So I sit down, I put in my voucher for $9.90, and I need to get it up to 1,000 to get even. And I spin it like 5 or 6 times, and I look up, and I'm on the wrong screen. Yeah, I'm on the wrong screen. So it's $3 a spin. I thought it was at the 1 cent level, but it was at the 5 cent level, $3 a spin. And I'd wasted, actually it was more, it was a bunch of spins. I wasted like $40 on it. So that didn't feel good at all. So I switched over, I found the right one. And some of these machines, and this is not the only one, there's other machines like this that reset when you put the money in. When it reset, I'm like, no big deal. I know it's $3 a spin because I saw the number $3 on the screen. And so I looked down and pushed the button that was $3. That's not what I should have done. Should have paid attention to the denomination as well. Anyway, I switch over to the right denomination. I play it through, ends up paying $83, which put me net for the day, for the session, ahead $12. So I guess I could have been $50 ahead if I hadn't wasted those spins, but what are you going to do? Ended up ahead $12, and that's going to be it for right now. Had a lot of crazy stuff happen here, and a lot of big wins, little wins, all kinds of craziness, but on the one machine especially. But overall, didn't get anywhere. But that's all right. So right now, I've got some other things I'm working on. So I got to go check some pricing of things and buying and selling and doing all kinds of craziness right now. Which is, speaking of buying and selling, have you seen the price of gold? Is this crazy or what? What's happening to the price of gold? It's at $2,700 right now. $2,700 an ounce. And I've got some gold at home. I actually got a ton of silver at home, and that's at 32, which is pretty massive in itself. But I don't know if it's still recording right now. Yeah, it is. Okay. Because I accidentally closed the app. It looks like it still recorded while I was closed it. But anyway, so that's going to be it for right now. I'm going to keep this open in case I go back to the casino tonight. I'm not going to publish it quite yet, and we'll see what happens. So I'll be back. All right, guys, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Going to be hopefully a half day at the office and a half day playing slots and maybe some blackjack. We'll see how the day goes tomorrow. I may not be able to get out. I'm not positive. So we'll see how the calendar looks tomorrow, and I'll let you know. For now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions or comments, the email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.